Welcome to historic Nippert Stadium in Cincinnati. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Richard Young, in their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times. Looking for a crease, it's Young. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Throwing, Lewis. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle, it's Atkins. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
The Buffaloes, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Running inside, it's Young. Got enough for the first. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Got a little grass. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I think coming into this season, they thought in order to have success, we've got to be able to run the ball and get this guy going. He hasn't scored yet this year, but a golden opportunity right now to finally break the seal.
And he's in! Touchdown, Colorado!
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. So the Cincinnati Bearcats offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And, man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break. Sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in. We just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand.
He's got it for a big play.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Back to throw, it's French. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The run inside. It's Perry. There's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Bearcats are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. And the Bearcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll go to the air. Big guy smells it. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Bearcats. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Going for the big play. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Young. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it and turning it on. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through 1 quarter of play. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
Quarterback making adjustments. They'll run it on first and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on first and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've moved him forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Here's Lewis to throw. And they will score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Fielded in the end zone. It's Payne. And he pumps it up inside the 20. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Looking for space, it's Perry. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's French. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Buffs! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll keep it on second down. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to throw. It's French. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bearcats will punt this one away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Oh,
there he goes. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Yeah, and this offense is built behind this guy. I mean, a guy that you can hand the football to consistently and expect positive yards all day long, all game long. Now he's over 100 yards on the day.
He'll be knocked down, but not before doling out some punishment and getting 7.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Lewis. Here's the pressure. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And the Buffaloes looking to convert on 4th down. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Got it. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He'll run it again. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a 1st down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Gonna run it. It's Young. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Bearcats use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing, Lewis. Safe completion on the screen. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called, Cincinnati using its 2nd. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. Here's 1st and goal, and they could go to the locker room with a huge cushion. Looking for the goal line, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Colorado! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese,
oh, he's got some space. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Bearcats moving quickly to the line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking downfield, it's French. And they can't make the play on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
No fair catches here, looking for room. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Escapes the pressure going right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scrambling away. Trying to escape and get it himself. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Quick toss. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down.
36.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Buffaloes calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Lewis wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Now Cincinnati spins its final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day in Jet.
He'll take a deep shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to pass, it's French. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes a deep grab. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 12, almost zero margin for error. Just the way we like it here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with Oregon, taking on the Michigan State Spartans.
He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
Coach Satterfield told me coming out of the locker room, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. They're looking to throw on second and short. That's caught. It's Grover. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. Got it, looking for the first down. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Pressure coming. Escapes trouble. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2.
What a heads-up play by the defensive end that time. He saw the ball thrown out to the right-hand side, and he just stopped his pass rush and rallied to the football and made the stop and gets 2 points.
Cincinnati brings its offense onto the field. The option, he'll keep it. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback,
wants to bring it back. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. The Colorado offense comes out to go on the attack. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, David.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. The Buffaloes line up to punt it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the Bearcats and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Now on the option. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Linebackers are so fast nowadays, so multiple. They can do so many different things. Not only do they play the run, but if I need you to go get a sack, I can just send one of those fast linebackers that can rush the quarterback.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off.
There's some room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Lewis. The screen, he can go. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll stop playing momentarily for the injured Buff. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He's got him this time. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with a big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive. They're trying to add to this lead, and with this quarterback, I do not blame them. Keep chucking the bill.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Right on the money. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. With this game decided, let's take a look at the projected playoff bracket, and it's getting late. Week 12, and this is how things would stack up if the playoffs started today. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bearcats offense heads out to get things started on this drive. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving. breaks into the open. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Man, how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. From the red zone, it's Young. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcats offense out there to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Perry. Oh, a lot of space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Off the play fake. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. They've really got this offense humming. Just the fourth play of the drive, and it's first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cincinnati! Great job by the back on the option.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. The Buffs offense ready to begin this drive. Running inside, it's Young. Turning it on! Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
They have it at the 43, third and short, trying to avoid making a decision on fourth down. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Wide open downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was...
Might have a chance. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The option look. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for net.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Bulldozes his way through. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And those plays are so deflating for defenses. Up front, defensive lines, you really got to control gaps. You got to stay where you're supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
Well, it didn't take this offense very long, man. They're an explosive play waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come from throwing the football. As you see, sometimes simple enough, turn around, hand it off, let your running back go do the work. That's an explosive play. Just the second play of the drive, and already they're in the red zone.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Well, that's just a foolish penalty. You can't lose track of the play clock that close to the goal line. It's still first and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put